Imagine this. You wake up one day and all your files are gone. Years of photos, work documents, cherished memories, just erased. Why? Because your cloud storage subscription expired or the company went out of business. Scary, right? That's exactly why more people are switching to lifetime cloud storage. One payment, permanent peace of mind. Sounds like a great deal, right? But the truth is, not all lifetime cloud storage providers are worth your money. I spent several days testing various services, uploading and downloading data, comparing security policies, and stress testing their features. My goal was to find the best lifetime cloud storage service. In this video, I will categorize the top services into 3 tiers: okay, good, and best. And as always, you'll find links to all of them in the description section below. Let's get started. So, what does lifetime cloud storage actually mean? Well, it sounds like instead of paying monthly or annually to store your files online, you make a one-time payment, and in return, you get access to your storage forever. But there's a catch. Lifetime doesn't always mean what you think. Sometimes it just means the lifetime of the company or even just the current pricing model. So what happens if the company shuts down? What about updates, security, or future-proofing? And those are valid concerns, which is why not all lifetime plans are created equal. Some are trustworthy, long-standing companies with a solid track record. Others, not so much. You've got to read the fine print, which I've already done for you, by the way. But when done right, though, lifetime cloud storage is a powerful tool. It gives you peace of mind, simplifies your digital life, and pays for itself over time. Now let's take a look at our first product, Internxt. If privacy is your hill to die on, Internxt might just be your new home in the cloud. This Spain-based service puts security first, with a mission to take back control of your data from big tech. Internxt is open source and fully zero knowledge, which means your files are encrypted on your device before they ever touch their servers. No backdoors, no funny business, just pure, unfiltered privacy. Combine that with GDPR compliance, and it's clear Internxt is pretty serious about this privacy stuff. As far as features go, you get access to the basics: file storage, file sharing, and automatic backups. But what you won't get, and this is where the trade-offs come in, is a lot of polish or advanced functionality. Internxt is still finding its legs in terms of user experience. The interface is fine, but occasionally buggy. There's no fancy sync client or real-time collaboration suite, and the speeds aren't the fastest. Also, Internxt caps your uploads at 40 gigabytes per file, which is fine for most documents and videos. But if you're dealing with massive raw footage or backups, it could be a bit limiting. Let's take a look at the user interface. The dashboard is pretty minimal. You've got your folders here on the left. Let's try uploading something. Uploads work, but the interface feels clunky. There's a bit of a delay, and sometimes buttons don't respond right away. It's usable, but not polished. Now about the pricing. Internxt offers lifetime plans at 1 terabyte, 3 terabytes, and 5 terabytes tiers. Starting at about $180 for 1 terabyte, $388 for 3 terabytes, or $590 for 5 terabytes. You can add on more storage to your lifetime plan, but you're going to have to contact the folks over at Internxt first. Internxt is like the digital equivalent of a cabin in the woods. It's quiet, private, yours. But you'll sacrifice a lot of comforts for the sake of privacy, putting Internxt in our OK tier. Next up is Icedrive, arguably the smoothest looking cloud service on this list. It's like the Apple of lifetime cloud storage, sleek, minimal, and built to just work, mostly. So what makes Icedrive pop? For starters, it's got one of the cleanest interfaces in the cloud game. No clutter, no bloat, just smooth, intuitive file management. Now, Icedrive is on another level when it comes to design. This dashboard looks clean, responsive, and easy to navigate. Uploading a file is smooth. No lag, and progress bars are quick and responsive. What's cool is you can preview videos or images right in the cloud without needing to download. And if you're on Windows, check this out. Your Icedrive storage appears as a virtual drive. That means no syncing, just drag and drop like a normal folder. Icedrive doesn't mess around with its security either. Their lifetime plans come with zero-knowledge encryption, meaning your files are fully encrypted before they even leave your device. Not even Icedrive can peek. They're using two-fish encryption instead of the more common AES 256. So what's two-fish? It was actually a finalist for the AES competition back in the late 90s. It's fast, flexible, and just as secure as AES 256. But it's a bit less common. That's not a red flag, it's actually kind of cool. Two-fish has never been broken, and its obscurity can even be a benefit. It's like having a lock that's just as strong, but that fewer people are constantly trying to pick. Still, the only downside is compatibility. If you ever move your data away from Icedrive, other platforms might not support Twofish by default. But as long as you're staying within the Icedrive ecosystem, you're golden. Icedrive also has no file size limit. I mean, yeah, they do technically have a 100 terabyte limit, but that's way more than any plan they currently offer. So it's pretty much impossible to go over. Now for the numbers. Icedrive's lifetime plans start at $299 for 512 gigabytes, $479 for 2 terabytes, and $1,199 for 10 terabytes. You can also add more space to your plan by buying stacks. $79 for an extra 128 gigabytes, $199 for 512 gigabytes, and $399 for 2 more terabytes. A lot of people love Icedrive for its simplicity and privacy. The UI is gorgeous and it feels good to use, but here's the flip side. Icedrive isn't the best option for team collaboration. There's no Google Docs-style live editing, no shared workspace magic, and integration with third-party apps? Pretty much non-existent. So if you're planning to run a remote team on this, you might want to think twice, so that's why I decided to put Icedrive in our good tier. Before I reveal our top product, don't forget to hit like if you're enjoying the video. If you've been in the cloud storage scene for a while, you've probably heard of pCloud, the OG of lifetime cloud deals. While most services dip their toes in, pCloud cannonballs into the deep end. It is undeniably the gold standard when it comes to one-time payment cloud storage. No subscriptions, no gimmicks, just pay once, and you're good for life. pCloud isn't just about giving you space, it's about giving you power. From personal use to business-level storage, this platform is stacked with features. You can sync folders, share links, stream media, rewind file history, and even back up your Google Drive, Dropbox, or Facebook data. It's the Swiss Army knife of cloud storage, and that's fitting, since it's literally based in Switzerland. And speaking of Switzerland, pCloud benefits from some of the strongest data privacy laws on the planet. Your files live in highly secure data centers with client-side encryption as an optional add-on. And if you want zero-knowledge encryption, just enable pCloud encryption. It costs an extra $150, but for those who need it, it's worth every cent. pCloud also doesn't limit file sizes at all. If it fits in your storage, it's fair game. This is where pCloud pulls ahead. They offer you control. You get to choose your storage location, EU or US. You get full transparency into what's stored, what's shared, and what's backed up. The interface isn't flashy, and you've got your sidebar on the left and shortcuts at the top. Uploading files is easy, and you've got a media player built in. 500 gigabytes for $199, 2 terabytes for $399, or 10 terabytes for $11.90 are the lifetime options you get. Pretty straightforward. You can also stack more storage space onto your account, up to a total of 12.5 terabytes. And if you're on the fence, you can use the link in the description to get up to 50% off on these plans. So what's the catch? Well, there isn't going to be a huge one for most users. But if you're serious about encryption, pCloud charges extra for their zero-knowledge encryption. It's not baked in like with Internxt or Icedrive. Also, team collaboration tools exist, but they're a bit clunky compared to dedicated team clouds like Google Workspace or Microsoft 365. Plus, while file versioning is included, it's limited to 15 or 30 days, depending on your plan, unless you pay for extended history. Not a deal breaker, but something to keep in mind if you're working with evolving documents or lots of revisions. Personally, I've used pCloud for over 3 years without a hiccup. Still, for most users, pCloud hits that sweet spot. Secure, versatile, proven. You're not buying into a startup. You're investing in a service that's been around for over a decade and still going strong, putting pCloud in our best tier. If privacy is your top priority and you don't mind sacrificing some features, Internxt is a solid choice. If you want something sleek, easy to use, and a bit more polished, Icedrive is your go-to. But if you're after the most complete, well-rounded, and time-tested solution, pCloud is hands down the best lifetime cloud storage available. Next, check out this video about the top email providers, or this one about the best VPNs.